And now here we are to start the night.
Kind of missed the opportunity to give him probably the greatest name known to man, but no worries.
Yeah, Eric was really disappointed I didn't name him after him. Stepping into the cage now, out of Columbus, Ohio, we have Davontae Carroll. Davontae has a tough man background. He's 2-0. Very athletic fighter, fighting out of Zane Fry's Boxing Club. And, you know, we spoke about this earlier while we were covering the grappling card. But for those of you just joining us, you've got Zane Fry, the coach, fighting later in the co-main event. This is a guy who's completely dedicated to the sport, and he has a passion for coaching, and now things are finally coming together for him. And you see these guys coming up, training under him that have been competing, and they are the real deal. Zane Fry is putting some good work together up in Zanesville, Ohio.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see all the work that Zane is doing, all the good things that he is doing for the sport of boxing.
And now we see stepping in our red corner fighter, Bryson Bish out of Grafton, West Virginia, who carries a record of 1-2 into this catchweight bout. We see the custom trunks there. Both these guys have gotten their start in tough man style fights. This will be their first state sanctioned match. So we'll see, will they be wild like we see in a lot of tough man guys, or will they be more measured, more technical, because they know these are longer rounds. You got to pace yourself more.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, our third fight of the night is a lightweight boxing contest. Standing in the blue corner, making his debut from Columbus, Ohio, Davontae Carroll. In the red corner, fighting out of Grafton, West Virginia, Bryson Bish.
And our first bout of the evening is almost underway here. We see the two men take a last look at each other
As they begin their debut careers as amateurs.
And Eric, you're a guy who's competed in both state sanctioned matches and tough man. What's the difference here?
You know, training for the tough man. These guys are throwing heavy right off the bat.
Out of the gate, massive uppercut landed by Davontae Carroll.
The big thing, Elijah, is the time. You have 6 minutes to fight compared to 3. Most guys in the tough man, they're looking to kill their guy early, as opposed to these matches, these state-sanctioned fights. The guys are looking to take their time a little bit more, pick their shots, be a little bit more methodical.
And you see right here, that's the story of this fight so far. Bryson trying to weather this early storm. Davontae pressing forward, looking to land big shots. And Bryson,
he's looking to counter him.
He's got a little more back and forth movement too, trying to use his footwork, stay on his bike, but he's eating some big shots.
Bryson's head is straight on that center line too. Not much head movement out of him. Some good footwork.
There's a nice slip there, but doesn't land anything back.
He's got the chin tucked and he's got the hands up, but I'd like to see a little bit more head movement out of Bryson. The footwork's looking good.
Davontae flashing that jab and trying to just march forward. He's walking him down here.
Yeah, he's got the center of the cage there. Showing him the jab. Looks for that cross.
If I'm in the corner of Bryson, I'm telling him that right hand of Davontae Carroll is sitting very low. Work that lead left hook.
Ooh, big right hand by
That was a beautiful counter right from Bryson.
And that looks like what he's looking to do here, just pick his moments and counter.
He's fighting at a very methodical pace as well. Davontae definitely the one pushing the action right now.
We got 10 seconds left in our first round. Nice right hand by Davontae.
And a nice jab at the end there by Bryson Bish.
That was a pretty even round, Elijah. I don't know exactly who I would give that one to. I think Davontae probably kept the pressure a little more.
I think he landed the bigger shots. He pressed the action.
A little more volume.
I definitely think Bryson lost that round, but he's keeping a great pace. He landed some big shots of his own. That straight right counter was money from him that last round.
Zane Fry telling his new fighter just to breathe. Zane's got a smile on his face. He looks like he was pretty happy from what he saw out of his fighter in that round.
You definitely got to think you're up one. You need more of the same, but you want your fighter to manage his pace as well. Like I say, this is the first time he's fought 2-minute rounds.
Yeah, as of right now, in Tough Man, they'd be going into the third round.
But his fighter looks in incredible shape. He's not breathing too hard, and he looks like he's really listening and taking in what Zane's got to say. That's a big thing. I know when I've been in there exhausted and gassed, I'm not hearing. You get so tired you don't even hear your corner.
If you can just listen to that corner a little bit and trust them, yeah, that's a big game changer. Bryson coming out and taking the center of the cage here. There's a big looping left
hook. That lead left hook that I thought we might see more out of Bush. Because you notice Davontae carries that hand a little bit low. Beautiful, but it allows him to throw that straight right down the pipe, and it comes at a strange angle, and he's had a lot of success with it. As well as his uppercut that we saw in the very beginning of the first round. I don't think we've seen him throw another one, but man, I think that was the hardest shot of the fight from Davontae Carroll.
Yeah, he's looking good here. He's working the pressure.
Already, though.
He's got Bryson on the back foot.
Excellent clash of styles and technical matchup from these young fighters. They do not look like tough man fighters at all.
I'd like to see Bryson work that jab a little more to try to slow Davontae down.
Zane Fry calling to Davontae saying he's tired, now's the time.
I haven't seen a lot of body shots from either guy yet either.
Both head hunting, for sure. And you know, when you really see the body shots pay dividends are in these later rounds. You start seeing them take their toll on guys, wear them down. You're a guy who loves to rip to the body.
Yeah, those body shots early on, they can really pay dividends later in the fight. Carroll really starting to pour it on here.
Bryson hanging tough, and now you see what's happening.
First body shot of the fight.
He's pressing the action now.
A nice straight.
Beautiful jab. And then countered. 1-2, 1-2 from Davontae Carroll. Excellent work, and now he's again marching him down. But we're seeing more of a push from Bryson Bish right now. That was
a nice little return right there at the bell by Bryson.
Really competitive and close round there.
Yeah, that was a really good round. I'm still going to have to lean towards Carroll. I got Carroll up 2-0 right now. Both guys are looking great, though, for their debut. If Bryson just made a few key adjustments right here, it could really be a different fight going into this third round. I'd like to see him pop that jab at him a little more. Wait for Carroll to come at him, stick that jab in his face. For Carroll, ISO, go to the body more. Load up early on in the body with those straight lefts. Maybe come over top with a right hand after you catch him dropping the hands down low.
If I'm in the corner of Bryson Bish right now, I'm telling him, you need to put this guy on his back foot. You're letting him dictate this fight. You're letting him walk you down. You need to cut angles and start putting him on his back foot, because we saw him do that a little bit in that last round, and he had success. A lot of times you'll see these guys who are really good when they're leading the dance, but you put them on their back foot and it throws them off.
Yeah.
Bryson,
third and final,
is probably down 2 rounds. He needs to go on the offensive here.
He takes the center of the cage.
Can't be content to let Davontae push him up against this cage now.
Well, right away he takes the center of the cage, and Carroll just answers with that pressure, pushing him back against.
And that's what we saw last round, too. As soon as Bish tried to take the lead, you see these big, hard counters from Davontae Carroll.
And Carroll goes back again to that straight jab to the body.
I think there's definitely a power and explosiveness advantage for Davontae Carroll. The dude is an athlete. You can tell he's in incredible shape as well. Neither man looks tired.
I really like that jab and that left hook behind it. It's one of my favorite shots to throw.
It's tricky, going off that same side hand.
Yeah, you get the guy thinking that the right hand's coming, and then that left's just right there.
And you just touch. You touch with the jab, and then follow with the big left
touch
hook.
him.
The old 1-3.
Bryson's keeping that. He was working the Philly shell a little bit earlier. He still is, but that left hand has dropped quite a bit for my liking.
If Bryson Bish could parry that big right hand of Davontae and land his own left, because every time Davontae throws, his hand's never coming back to where it's supposed to be. You've got to be able to read that and counter it. That's when you start seeing guys that are advanced boxers. You can't get away with things like that. But here, Bish, that was a nice right-hand counter that Davontae walks into. And that's something as well. When you're dealing with a guy who's pressing forward, you have to make him walk into something.
And we got 20 seconds left in this third round.
That was a big 1-2 from Davontae Carroll.
He looks for that uppercut again.
And Bish is wearing it, and he comes back with his own. These guys are throwing.
Loading here to finish the round. A sense of urgency.
Big left hook, and he eats one as well in the exchange.
That stunned Bryson a little bit.
Beautiful work from both men.
I tell you what, you would not think it by looking at that was their first fight.
Not at all.
That was their first sanctioned fight.
You have the tough man experience, but my God, both guys looked incredible. These are two big up-and-coming 135ers.
Yeah, can't wait to see them back again.
So how do you think this decision is going to go here?
You know, Bryson, he's looking a little tired there, rightfully so. I mean, that last round, that was probably his most competitive round, I think. But I still think that Carroll took it 3-0.
I'm going to go step into the cage and talk to the winner of this one. We'll see who it is.
That was a unofficial decision by me there. We will see the official decision here in just a second. See that beautiful Fight Bros logo in the background there. Make sure you go follow Fight Bros on Facebook. Waiting for a few judges to tally their votes here, I guess. Here comes Keith No with our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, your judges have come to a decision. Your judges have it 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, blue corner, Davontae Carroll.